Welcome everyone. My name is Schneems. We're going to be talking about active record and halving. So let's say we've got a products table and we want to find products that have more than 5 duplicate prices. So this would mean if we have a product that's a iPhone charger that costs $20 and we have a cup that costs $20 and a hat that costs $20 and a bookcase that costs $20. So there's we have more than 5 items that all cost $20. We want to know all of the items that have duplicate prices, as long as there are more than 5 of those duplicates. It's a little bit to wrap your head around, and let's see how we can do it in some SQL. We can use group. We used group in the last video. Go check that out if you missed it. And halving. Halving is a great clause. We can say we are grouping by price. We are grabbing all of our products and grouping by price. So if we've got 5 items that cost $5, then that means the total count of those would be 5. So in our halving clause, we can say halving count, and then we put in the thing that we have just grouped by. So we group by price. That's going to be the number of prices. That's not counting. It's not adding up. It's not summing up the prices. It's just saying the number of prices. And then we are saying greater than 5. So all together, it's product.group price having a count of price greater than 5. And this is doing what we just described previously, where we are grabbing all of our products that have a similar price that there are 5 or more of. So we can run that and get a count. So in the database I happen to have, there are 24 products in our database that have a similar price with more than or 5. And just to show that out of 2,124, only 24 of them meet that condition. So I like to think of halving as a grouped where clause. So if we go back, so price is in our database. Price is it's a part of our database. It's stored in our data structure. But if you're grouping price and then you're counting it, that's not stored in our database. That's kind of like a virtual attribute. So if we group all of our products that have a similar price and then we count all of those, that's not going to be stored directly in our product. If we wanted to do a where clause against that, then we could use halving. So again, I think of halving as a grouped where clause, or just using it for virtual attributes. I use halving and group heavily in a metrics and analytics sections of databases. For instance, if you had one, the last example we had maybe didn't make so much sense, but let's say you've got a site where we've got users and we've got courses. So a user can have many courses, and there's some sort of a join table. We could call it roles, where a role could be either a student or a teacher. So user has many courses through roles. Well, every single time a user takes a course, we're going to create a new role. So we might want to say, all right, a logical question might be, how many users have taken more than 3 classes, or how many users have taken more than 5 classes, that type of a thing. And using group and halving, we can get that data from our database. It's pretty easy once you get used to it. But until then, I know it can be a little challenging and intimidating. So next off, we are going to show off a little bit about how Active Record does some of its magic. So stay tuned.